Now we are live. So, good evening, everyone. So, for today's session, the host will be Induja. So, first, I want to welcome Priyanka ji for giving your precious time and on this platform. And over to you, Induja.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Good evening, everyone. I'm very happy to welcome you all to our Positive Health Healers live session. Today's session is on topic You Are Magic by our guest speaker, Mrs. Priyanka Arora. I welcome our resource person and every participant, and it's an immense pleasure to introduce about our today's guest speaker. She is Mrs. Priyanka Arora. She is a founder and director of Happy Planet, and certified NLP life coach, counselor, and teacher trainer, and she is very humble and very kind-hearted person. With this brief introduction, I would like to hand over the session to you, ma'am. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Shweta ma'am and Induja ma'am, for such kind words and such a beautiful introduction about me. It was a little bit more, you have said it, and that shows that how kind-hearted you both are to portray me like that. All of you who have joined my session and to be a part of this journey where I'm going to take you to know about ourselves and our magical attributes which universe has given all of us. I would like to start the session by an interesting story. There was a crow in a jungle, and he was always worried, always in tension, and always unhappy because of his black color. He was completely black, and he was always unhappy and sad looking at his body that it's black in color from top to bottom. Then he used to always admire Swan, who was white in color. And then he thought, let me go to her and just share my heart. He flew and went to the swan. And to his surprise, he found that Swan was himself very sad and disheartened. Then the crow came to know the reason was the swan is just white. Swan has only one color. And Swan said, it's just white, only one color. I'm not colorful at all. And both these sad birds go to one another bird. They go there in the jungle and look out for parrot. They thought, let us talk to parrot. Let us share our feelings. And they kept on finding the parrot on the tree. They kept on searching for it. They never found. After 4 to 5 rounds of the tree, they could see the parrot. And they went there, shared their heart. And then again they got the same story. Parrot said, I'm completely green. Just a little bit red color beak I'm having. And you guys took a long time to find me out. What is the fun out of my life? I'm just green as the leaves. I'm lost in the forest. Nobody can find me. I'm very sad. Then all the 3 of them made a plan and thought, who is the most colorful and most beautiful bird of the forest? They thought for a while and they found out Mr. Peacock. They went over there, they found him, flaunting his long, beautiful, colorful feathers and wings and, enjoying the rain. And they thought this is the most happy bird on the planet. They went there and they saw, they shared their heart. They said, we are very sad. They said that we are very unhappy. Crow said, because I'm black. The swan said that I'm just white. I'm not happy. Parrot said, I'm lost in the trees. I'm only green. I'm not happy. Peacock said, yes. You might have one color, black, which is ugly, white, which is only one color, and just 2 colors in parrot. I understand your pain. I know that I'm beautiful. I know I'm blessed with such a long, beautiful feathers. But crow, tell me, any bird catcher comes to take you away? No. Swan, tell me, don't you enjoy your time entire day in the near the rivers? You do that. But I always live in a moment that anybody can come and take me away from my family, take me away from my home, my habitat, my forest, because I am beautiful. You know that? Because I'm beautiful. I have so many colors. I have vibrant colors. And I live with this fear every moment of my life. Are you that unhappy? And then it was an eye opening moment for those birds. They said, yes. The crow said, I guess I'm the happiest bird on planet because nobody is looking out for me. Nobody is going to catch me because I'm ugly. At least I'm having my freedom. And the peacock, being the most lovable, is not having the freedom. So, my dear participants, my dear friends, isn't it very, very important part of life that we should look upon all those things that make us valuable, that we already have, to find out the beauty what we actually have with us, instead of looking at other people and saying, she is nice, he is nice. Once again, I welcome all of you. I am Priyanka Arora, and I would like to take you to this journey of attitude of gratitude. Once again, I welcome all of you and congratulate everyone to be here and take out your precious time and attend this session. It's a funny thing about life. Once you begin to note all those things you are grateful for, you actually begin to lose the sight of the things that you lack. So when we think what I have, I will not have the time to focus on what I don't have, what I lack in my life. Mahatma Gandhi has portrayed it so beautifully. I cried because I had no shoes. I cried because I had no shoes. Then I met a man who had no feet. So instead of crying for having no shoes, we should be happy to find out that at least I have legs. Breath is the finest gift of nature. Be grateful for this wonderful gift. Isn't it the most beautiful gift we all have every moment, every second of our life? We are blessed with a breath, life-giving breath. And we don't have to do anything about it. We don't have to exercise. We don't have to earn it. In the night while sleeping, it's just simply coming to us. And we are so fortunate that we wake up the next morning. Isn't that very, very great blessing of the Lord and the universe? So beautifully, Mr. Deepak Chopra has said, gratitude opens the door to the power, the wisdom, the creativity of the universe. Once we know the energy and the importance of gratitude, we will slowly and gradually will notice that the door of power opens when we open our heart to gratitude. The two words that will change your life are thank you. The two words that will change your life are thank you. Like a candle that can light 1,000 more candles without shortening its own. When a candle lights so many candles, the flame of that candle is not going to come shorter. And when we appreciate somebody, Appreciation is a gift that, when given, can set the whole world glow. When we appreciate other for tiny things, for little things, actually the entire world will become a beautiful place to live in. Such a beautiful thought. And sometimes the little things in our life mean the most to us, isn't it? For example, our most amazing little babies, the newborn babies, they make everybody smile at them. Even the strangers smile at them. The small birds at our home, the pet animals at our home, smallest thing. A smallest ant, climbing the wall, and it can make any child very happy. A small butterfly which is so colorful and flies in the sky, so beautiful, and that is a very small thing of universe around us. It's a very small thing, but yet very, very important. I would like to tell you the importance of gratitude with a form of real life stories. These people stay with us in our life, in our world, and they don't have time to think about what they do not have. They lack so much. They lack so much in their life, but still they are highly, highly grateful every moment. They are not only grateful, they inspire billions. I would like to introduce to you a small little guy whose name is Mr. Sparsh Shah. He's under 20 right now. He was born in New Jersey in 2003 and got a rare disorder which is called osteogenesis imperfecta. In a common language, I can tell you that that means brittle bone syndromes. He have hundreds of fractures in his body, in his bones, all the time, most of the time of his life. And he uses a wheelchair to go everywhere. But as you can see his quote, how I changed impossible to I am possible. He is not sad. He is not ungrateful for anything. He is grateful every moment. He's thankful that, yes, I am there to inspire people. He comes on the TV shows. He is a rapper. He has been to the Kaun Banega Karodpati with Mr. Amitabh Bachchan, sir. And so many celebrities are there to encourage him and introduce him to the entire world so that we can also become like him. We are far better than him, but still we are slave to what we don't have. And here we should learn that we should be grateful. We should enjoy our life, whatever we have. And he's always smiling, always giggling, always enjoying life on the stage when he inspires. He's a motivational speaker. And he's not bothered how he looks, how he talks, how many injuries he are having. He is not bothered. Disabilities are not definitions. I might have broken many bones, but I know there are two things that will never break me up: my voice and my spirit. How beautiful is that? Such a little person on our planet, and so amazing, full of so much energy and enthusiasm, feeling so thankful about life. And I think we should learn so much from him. Thank you, Sparsh, for inspiring all of us. Thank you so much for being here so that I can take your example and use your name to inspire my friends. Thank you. Moving on to my second real story, Mrs. Arurima Sinha. She is an Indian mountain climber and a sports person. She has been a volleyball champion 7 times. She is the world's first female amputee to scale Mount Everest, Mount Kilimanjaro, Mount Elbrus, Mount Kosciuszko, Mount Aconcagua, Mount Denali, and Mount Vinson. And as you can see, she is having a prosthetic leg. With a prosthetic leg, she has climbed so many mountains. Doesn't, doesn't it sound so impossible for us? She was thrown from a train by some bad people, and she had got multiple fractures on her body. All over the night, she was just lying on the railway track. And when she was taken to the hospital the next morning, she was asking herself one question: why am I alive? Why my God has kept me alive? In the night when I was thrown, I was bleeding on the railway track. Any other train did not cross over me. It did not cut me. Why? She asked herself that question. And then, when she was asking it many times, she got the answer that God has saved her to show that she is a miracle. And then she took a pledge that with a broken one leg, I will climb the mountains and I will make my country proud. She met a mountaineer coach, Bachendri Pal, and then she helped her, Bachendri Pal helped her to learn mountaineering, to learn mountain climbing. And slowly and gradually, she kept on climbing mount, one mountain, another one by one. So this is the passion that we should take our life with. We should love ourselves so much that nobody can shake us, nobody can stop us. The next real story is all about a living miracle, Muniba Mazari. She is a Pakistani activist. She is an anchor. She is a singer. She is a beautiful model. She is a painter. She is an artist. And she is a motivational speaker. She was selected among 100 inspirational women of 2015 by BBC and also chosen as the ambassador. She was selected in Forbes 30 under 30 list for 2016. And to your surprise, I feel very great to share that she is a single mother too. She met with an accident with her husband, and the car was crashed into plenty pieces, so many pieces. She had multiple fractures. And for more than 6 months, she stayed in hospital for the healing purpose. And she asked herself the same question: why am I alive? When this happened, her husband left her. That again put her into a very, very depressive state. And in some time, she came to know that she cannot have a child. And then she was devastated. But staying in the hospital, she recalled her blessings. She recalled what is left with her. If she has lost her legs, at least she has the hands. She has a beautiful face that was not damaged. She had a beautiful heart. And then she started painting in the hospital. On the hospital bed, she was painting. All these paintings which you can see here are drawn by her in the hospital itself. She used to pass her time like this, and she used to gather the courage and power within herself. And this is the power of inspiring yourself, loving yourself, and asking yourself the best questions that why it happened to me. And sooner or later, she became the ambassador, she became the motivational speaker, and she tried her level best to find out a beautiful person as her son. And here, what you can see is her adopted child. She adopted a child and is enjoying motherhood without having a husband. And she became so powerful and so much passionate about life. When her husband remarried, she texted him, "Happy married life," being his ex-wife. So this is the power of gratitude. This is the power of loving yourself and valuing your precious life. She says, "They call me disabled. I call myself differently able." Such a beautiful quote in itself. People can see her disability, but she is looking only her ability. She says she could not find a hero in her life. So what she did, she became one. Poverty teaches us to appreciate plenty, because with having nothing, we learn to celebrate everything. Through this pain, we learn to cherish tranquility, and with losses, we eventually learn to value gains. In a nutshell, this journey is all about acknowledging whatever comes in our way. It's all about becoming and then unbecoming. We become something, and when challenges come, when the life and destiny shakes us, we should unbecome ourselves and again recreate ourselves. I could not find a hero, so I became one. Such a beautiful quote, and I guess you can see her on stage talking all this. She's amazingly inspirational and motivational. Being a female and after losing her legs, she is so powerful and full of gratitude. Moving ahead to my another powerful real story, I would like to introduce to you my dear friends, Nick Vujicic. He is such a person. His name is Nicholas James Vujicic. He is a motivational speaker. He is an Australian American person and who was born with such a uncommon disease, tetraamelia syndrome, a rare disorder characterized by the absence of arms and legs. He was born on 4th of September 1982 in Australia. He also hosts TV shows Nick Vujicic, Be the Hands and Feet. And he has completed his education from Griffith University. He says, just because I don't understand God's plans does not mean that he's not with me. Of course, after getting a birth without hands and legs is such a great misery to anybody's life. His mother kept on crying for so many days. But one day, his mother got up and said, "My dear child Nick, you have come on this earth for spreading a beautiful message, and you are a miracle." She said that clearly to him, "You are a miracle." And from that tiny age, he believed in the words of his mother and started his journey of learning. He told himself that I don't have legs and hands, but I have brain. I can't walk, I can't hold things, but I can learn many things because I have brain. No matter who you are, no matter what you are going through, God knows it. He is with you. He is going to pull you through. Such a beautiful thought in itself, that we should never forget that God is with us. Because this life, this body, this brain, this heart is given only by the grace of the Almighty. We should think that this life is amazingly precious and we should make the best use of it. And by looking at his face, nobody can imagine that he is somewhere sad in his eyes or his facial expressions. Never ever. He is a happy person. If you are rejected, accept it. If you feel unloved, let it go. If they choose someone or something over you, just move on. And remember that you are the best. In every no from someone is a yes to something, someone better. If somebody says no to you, you should make up such a mindset that somebody else better is coming into your life. A best opportunity is coming into your life. A person who is not having hands and legs is able to swim. He is able to have 4 children, and that we can always take a proof on that. He is a living legend. He is a living example of gratitude. He is a motivational speaker. He is invited to plenty of educational institutions. He says, God's using my life as just one example of how God can use a man without hands and legs to be his hands and feet. It's such a deep message. It's very difficult to understand what quote he has quoted, what message he's going through this message. That God is using him as he is without legs and hands and making him an example to be God's hands and feet. He's doing everything which a man with hands and legs can do. He got married, he has a beautiful wife, he has an amazing happy life, social network, good friends, and 4 beautiful children. And he does everything. He drives a car, he swims, he goes everywhere, he goes to the holidays, and never have time to be sad in his life. God won't allow anything to happen in your life if it's not for your good. Such a divine thought, my dear friends. We should write this thought in all our diaries and our environment and on our visual boards so that we can read that daily and get inspired. God will never allow anything to happen into your life which is not good for you. We should have a complete trust in God. If a person with no legs and no hands can say that, I can humbly say that we are better than. We can do such more great things. Some injuries heal more quickly if you keep moving. He kept on moving. He never sat down to cry on his pains, to cry out that he was not able to attend the mainstream of the school. He never had time. He never sat down to do all those negative things. He just moved on with his life without legs and without hands. And proudly says, some injuries heal more quickly only if we keep moving. At the end, I would like to say that gratitude has so much impact on our lives. It makes our relationships more beautiful. It makes the other person feel good about ourselves because we can see something good in that person. It makes you feel positive. And most importantly, when you feel grateful, you never feel sad because you are just busy to say thanks. And because of this reason, in United States, a Thanksgiving Day is celebrated on 4th of Thursday every November, every year. It's a very big celebration. This day they celebrate to say thanks to each and every person who have touched their lives. And isn't it so beautiful that if we can keep one day to just say thanks, or just 10 minutes of every day to say thanks to your friends one by one. The other day we can say thanks to the relatives. The other day we can say thanks to our mentors. The fourth day we can say thanks to our students. The fifth day we can say thanks to our neighbors. There are plenty ways to make others feel special about this beautiful life. If we dedicate at least one day per week, that will add up to 52 days, 52 Saturdays in 1 year. And I guess that is not a big deal. That's not a challenge. Out of 365 days, if we take out only 52 days where we can celebrate our own being, our own health, our own excellence, our own friends. Friends are, of course, a blessing from Lord, from universe. But it's only we who attract them. If we have some bad habits, we are going to attract only those friends who have those bad habits. If we are having good habits, we are going to attract good people, good friends. So, my dear friends, we should learn the art of gratitude. Nowadays, there are so many courses also running online which offer gratitude course. There are so many apps we can find on Play Store which tell us to show, to express our gratitude. There are so many things on Amazon so that we can buy and send it to our loved ones to show that we really are thankful to you. And thank you is just a word, but showing that I am thankful to you is the act of kindness and gratitude. We should not just say thank you, we should mean thank you. And we should not only mean thank you, we should do a thank you. So, my dear friends, may I please know that from today's session, if we have learned something, if all of you have got some insight for this precious life on this topic of attitude of gratitude, may I please know in the chat box that how are you going to show gratitude in your life to your people, to your friends?
Yes, friends, please share. Like, kindly share, like how you are going. Like about me, I am like I'm talking, so I can tell by just giving a hug. Also, to mother, to parents, that also giving a thank you note, and to it's very precious to always share gratitude.
That's so beautiful. And I would like to thank everybody who liked my session and appreciated me in the chat box. Dharmendra sir.
Yes,
Okay. He says he's doing thankfulness, using it daily, following that daily. That's great.
wonderful.
I would like everybody to switch on your camera if it is convenient for you and speak up. It's always better to, speak lively so that we can also interact in a better way. Yes, sir.
You're on mute, sir. Please unmute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My first of all, special thanks to Shweta, who has been taking care by sending various programs to us, and really I appreciate. She is doing a wonderful job, and not like me, but many more people must be getting benefit out of that. Priyanka ji, very nice presentation covering all the things. Only I would like
Please,
to differ you at one
please,
point
please. That
here.
that will
If
be
you
my
permit, then only I'll differ. Otherwise, it's a wonderful positive input to all the people that when life gives you any lesson, that's a lesson. I don't have hand, I don't have legs, I don't have eyes. That's a something is given to gift to you. But that that's the beginning that people start. That lady, when she climbed the mountain, it is not overnight she has done. She has started thinking, and she has to do a lot of struggle. I'll say complacency is end of the success further. If I say I have got 60% mark and I don't struggle for 60%, 70%, 80%, 60 is my end. I feel that God has given me so much. Thank you very much, God. I am happy with 60. No, God, you have given me capacity. This time you have given me 60, but definitely I can do something more. So please support me in attaining 70%, 80%, 90%. So I think that's I slightly back to differ that it is not that God has given everything. God has given you the main thing, that is courage, your strong willingness, and that we have to tell God that I want to strengthen it further with your blessings. Thank you.
wonderful, wonderful, sir. Really, it makes sense, and I should add this on in my next
Yeah,
session. Thank you.
madam, I'm also a counselor, and I normally tell people that don't be complacent, because some people say that चलो पास तो हो गया ना अब if you understand Hindi तो कई बार
Yes,
parents बोलते हैं चलो फेल होना था तो पास तो हो गया. Now pass is satisfaction for me. I will never grow up again.
wonderful, sir. Thank you so much for this insight. It's so different, and you gave a different angle to all these things which I told. Thank you so much. I'm really grateful to you. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. I'm joining from London, so it is afternoon time here. It is
Wow,
4 p.m. So
great,
I
sir.
always make whenever it is possible. I always join a program.
I really wish you good luck, sir, and thank you so much for
Thank you. So
at
nice of
least
you.
sharing your views here. And I really wish you make lives of so many people beautiful as you are a counselor and talk so nicely. Thank you.
My best wishes to all of you for making more programs, making more awareness to the society, and bringing lot of lights to other life people, those who are not having this kind of access. In fact, Sweta, you will be getting blessings from thousands of the people, those who are attending this kind of program, because it is
Indeed.
not available easily. It is not available. And one thing, Priyanka ji, that there are thousand programs, thousand books, thousand motivators, but unless and until like we have a one-to-one discussion, a person who is holding your hand, what you are doing is a hand holding, so
Exactly.
that is required. Otherwise, book is not the knowledge. Reading the book is also not knowledge. Application of that knowledge, reading and learning from the book is the knowledge
Very
actually.
true, sir. Very
So
well said. She has
the
been
right
my
thing.
inspiration from a very long time, from the day
Yeah,
I have
yeah.
been knowing her. And with such a kind heart and with such a serving heart, she has a very compassionate heart. And she keeps on doing such a great job without expecting anything in return. So I think that's her best quality. And I really thank Shweta. It's all because of you and your initiative to make
Keep
this
it up.
life a beautiful place. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you
you,
very much.
Dharmendra sir, for adding your inputs. It's very good to yes, know, and it is very great input and perspective as well. Thank you, Priyanka. Actually, it's not mine; it's your thank. We have to give thank to you. We are grateful to you that you share so many insights. Absolutely, these messages, and if we as sir says, like we implement in our life now. If any one lesson, if we take now, if in our heart we take it, in subconscious mind we take it and implement it, then our life will transform. And so beautiful messages. Yes, friends, you can interact with Priyanka ma'am, and you can give gratitude message in the chat box. Let chat box being booming up with a gratitude message.
Vijayalakshmi ji wanted to say something, I guess.
Yes, Vijay ji, I am sending feedback link, and you can also unmute and interact with Priyanka ma'am.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. The message is really
Thank
insightful.
you.
Like this is something which each one of us should incorporate in our day-to-day life, thanking ourselves for our blessings. Like the saying goes, count your blessings. I think this is something which is really important and which will help us to overcome all our difficulty, whatever said. And it's been really inspirational, the examples which you threw in.
Thank you, ma'am.
So thank you so much for such a wonderful message and
Thank you,
session.
ma'am.
Thank
So
you.
humble, ma'am. So very grateful that you liked it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Vijayalakshmi ma'am. Yes, Induja.
Yes, ma'am. It was really a wonderful session because nowadays we are not focusing on what we have. We focus on what we don't have. So it was really an eye-opening session, and the way you expressed and the way you quoted all those names, and it was really wonderful. It's really heart touching. And one way I show the gratitude for this. One day I just follow two rules. One is I just make some little gifts to show them how I'm gratitude for them and how I'm really liking them. So I don't buy some gifts all, but rather than I used to make with little efforts. I just used to make some greeting cards and some gifts. And another one is nowadays we are busy on texting the messages for every time for a birthday wishes. Also, we are just only texting in a WhatsApp chat. So for that, I just make a change to write them a letter, which is followed in an older and ancient times. We used to write a letters and posting them. So I just used to follow that how I love them and how I being gratitude for them, how I'm grateful for them. I just written it all in the paper and I just posted it. So I think it makes sense and it feels good also, ma'am. Thank you for this session, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am. You have been the host of the session, and I acknowledge whatever you said. And when somebody appreciates it, really feels great. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Induja. And really, and one thing I want to mention, no, everyone present here, like the notes you have seen. I think you've seen the PDFs, the PDF I have shared, and the notes, the how beautifully it is made, and the Priyanka ma'am herself made, okay, and she put effort, and by heart she made and prepare all these things to share it with you, so that the touching happen. Because what happen is presentation can be made in slides and copy paste and kuch bhi, like, but she made it. And I really grateful, and I always know her, and she is very inspiration for me as well. So yes, friends, you interact with
So sweet.
Priyanka ma'am.
So sweet of you. And whatever, there is one thing with me, whatever I do, I like to give that glimpse of whatever good thing I do to my children. So I just wrote it with a pencil because I was a little short of time, and I thought of writing it with my own hands, because it is just not a matter of a session for me. It's a matter of conveying a beautiful message, a powerful message to all the participants who will attend it, so that you will all go into the world and inspire again the million people, you know, in your journeys. So I just wanted it to be beautiful. And when you utilize the energy of children, it becomes still more beautiful. I told my son to, color it for me, and he did it happily. And that was a beautiful thing for me, and that moment I will always cherish in my life, that he helped me to make those sheets, which I can use it in front of all of you. So I'm thankful for him so that he could help me out.
Wow, we are so thankful to him too. Yes, Dharmendra sir, you want to add on something here? You're on mute. Please unmute.
We are getting the same help. The young generation helps us to technology updation, because in our time, what is the presentation we never knew. But over a period, slowly we learn from the young generation, and that's the new door opening for us, that we don't depend only on our so-called professor. We depend on the children also to learn something, because nowadays even mobile applications, and they are very smart, I am telling you.
Yes.
So it's a generation to generation, there is a change. That since I am having a gray hair and 60 years age, I know everything. Those days, I think we have to
Yes.
say bye bye.
Thank you so much, sir. Yes, David and Manika, you can also interact with Priyanka ma'am. Thank you so much, Priyanka ji. And Priyanka ma'am, like, I am really very grateful to have you here. and how you
Grateful.
then always inspire. Really, by heart, I can say always inspire
So
every
sweet.
person.
So sweet. Thank you.
Yes.
Means a lot to me. The appreciation and the admiration of each and every one of you is so precious to me and close to my heart. I'm going to recall these, appreciation and the praise all of you have given me with a very open heart and with abundance. It's the real treasure of my life. Thank you so much once again.
Thank you. Over to you, Induja, for VOT.
Yes, ma'am. Once again, thank you, ma'am, for giving this most inspiration and motivational session, ma'am, because it's really an eye-opening session. And please accept our gratitude on behalf of Positive Health Healers, ma'am, and hope to have another one session with you, ma'am. And thank you, participants, for joining this session and spending your precious time with us and making the session so beautiful. And we will be meeting on another session in the next week. Until that, take care. Bye bye. Once again, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you
Thank
so
you
much.
everyone for being the part
All the
of
best.
this
Bye bye.
session. Thank you. Thank
Please
you.
surely put the feedback, okay, whoever is here, so that also it motivates Priyanka as well.
Very much.
So,
I'm waiting for that.
thank you, Priyanka ji.
Okay. Bye
Okay,
bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
bye.
Bye, ma'am.